Brian.
And welcome to a completely moderated, calm, candy-coated, friendly
Criticism. Oh,
talk. No, you can't use the word criticism, Brian. That's
oh,
too harsh.
oh, I'm sorry.
Friendly talk about YouTube.
I thought that's what this is, though.
Well, it is, but we have to play by their rules, Brian.
Oh, okay, right. We can't think.
What, didn't you hear? This might be what the future of YouTube sounds like.
What?
Yeah.
Surely you jest.
No. We have to be so deadly sweet about everything. Would you like to
Everything?
explain, Brian?
Well, because of rather recent enforcements of certain advertising. Oh, don't want to say laws. That sounds way too strict. Protocols. No, that's even
How about
worse.
suggestions?
Suggestions that YouTube can go through and demonetize videos at will just because they're not quote unquote advertiser friendly.
Yeah, and that's what matters. Screw the content creators and the loyal
I,
fans of
I
YouTube.
can't say screw.
Oh, you're right. To heck with those ne'er
No, no,
do.
no. Heck
No.
implies,
Yeah.
religion, and we can't do anything with that.
Okay. Forget
Let's just
about.
hide those people behind a curtain and then never have anything to do with them again because they're no longer important to us as a company, says YouTube.
Right. Let's get rid of the interesting people in society. Have a bunch of mindless yes men. How about that?
That sounds like an excellent idea, Mark.
Thank you, Brian.
Of course.
Would you like to continue on this problem?
Well, if things continue the way that they are, YouTube may one day look exactly like this video, except literally copy pasted all throughout everyone's channel that still sticks around and makes a living here.
Which means either people will have to stay on YouTube, make their videos ignoring their rules and not get paid for it, thus destroying their livelihood, or, Brian,
Or they can all conform and do the happy thing which YouTube wants us to do so that we can continue to make money.
you can't see it right now, but I put air quotes around Brian's happy thing.
Hey, air quotes implies that you don't take something genuinely, and that might just be a little bit too far for this video, Mark.
But you think that? I think that YouTube's being the one that's not genuine anymore.
Are you implying that YouTube doesn't care about the content creators?
I would never have said that in the past. But no, I do not believe they do. Not right now.
Mark, that would imply disingenuity on YouTube's part, and as we all know, YouTube can do no wrong.
That's part
If
of
you
the rules,
continue
right?
criticizing them, we might lose monetization on this video, Mark.
In fact, we might lose the ability to... Nah, I'm just kidding. They don't have control over that. Yet.
Yet.
But no, let's see. Can we make a list of everything that we're not allowed to make in videos anymore?
Yes, we're not allowed to curse or be profane. We can't make any controversial topics, we can't make any videos about any controversial topics.
We can't show any excessive violence in video games or in real life.
And we can't even talk about natural disasters, political conversations, or any... What was the third one? Oh yes, war. Can't talk about them at all. That's grounds for demonetization.
Also, no talk about sex. I mean, no, that's too harsh of a word.
The birds and the bees.
And the flowers and the trees.
Absolutely, Mark.
We can't talk about that or make jokes about it, guys.
In an infinite respawn, we're ready to conform
But
to what
only if you
YouTube...
guys are ready to listen to us sound like this while we play.
What do you mean play? We can't show you gameplay of anything that isn't, well, the majority of the video games available to us.
Okay, so maybe like Roblox or something, Brian.
And even then, only certain servers.
Right, because some people could have a bit of that salty language.
Or something could be based on things like war or violence, and we can't have that.
We can't have those in society. Those aren't real things. Everybody knows those don't exist.
Seriously, though, real talk here for a second. If YouTube doesn't change its ways, it's either going to turn into this utter shit show of just nothing but videos exactly like this, or people are going to have to turn around and tell YouTube that they're doing wrong, or maybe YouTube will realize the folly of their ways and they won't lose the majority of their content creators and kill their own website.
Maybe they'll see the light, so to speak, and realize that the reason YouTube was so popular in the first place, the reason that people flocked to it in droves, was that it was a free expression of thought. Something that, where me and Brian come from is ingrained into our society. Freedom of speech, if you will.
Hmm.
And now that they want to put restraints or constraints, I'm not sure which one is right in that situation, on what we can say, what we can do, what we can show, what we can almost think, because it's going to be really hard even to pretend to be sickly sweet if you don't believe you're being sickly sweet. It might slip out. We might say a bad word like fuck.
Or shit.
Or damn it.
Or bitch.
Or bastard.
And you know, every time you say a word like that, somebody dies as a result.
Yeah, I guess people must be cussing up a storm, Brian, because people are dying all over the place. But we can't talk about that.
Oh no, death's too controversial.
Of course not. Now, I'll be honest here. I hate people who say that, you know, advances in society are all because they're being too politically correct, you know. It's gone on too far.
But no, this is seriously getting way out of hand, YouTube. Please, God, just turn it around right now before this goes too far.
You're climbing a slope and you're reaching a cliff. Do not jump off that cliff. Do not let this become a runaway problem. Damn it, we love YouTube, don't we, Brian?
We do, otherwise we wouldn't make videos here.
And we love the people who are on YouTube, even the vitriol-spewing, hate-reviling Ghostbuster enemies in the comment sections of every video. Because you know what? You are free to express yourself that way if you choose to. And that's something YouTube has given you the right to do.
Think about it, guys. One day we might even lose the ability to see something so innocently commented like, oh yeah, I did the same thing in this game before. See a string of 342 replies, and the last thing being a topic completely unrelated, usually to do with one's mother, and certain circumstances surrounding one's mother in a bedroom.
And that wouldn't be YouTube, would it, Brian?
It would not.
I don't know what that would be. It'd be a farce.
It would be a farce.
So that's how it stands, and that's our view on it.
This is the Infinite Respawn official stance on the way the YouTube scape is looking.
Of course.
Sorry to make 2 videos and pollute our usual gaming channel with YouTube views, but after hearing about this, we couldn't stay silent.
Seriously, we just heard about it, and I kind of called this in the middle of the night. It's
It's
after midnight
12:30.
here.
I've got classes in the morning.
It's dark here, and I'm supposed to be silent, but screw it, this needs to be said. So, you know, if enough of you people actually watch our videos and listen to this, be sure to leave your idea in the comments. We will be very interested to read them, won't they?
It's true.
Because we will accept your view, even if it is controversial.
And you know, one might argue that they're only demonetizing videos like this, not entirely removing videos. But the thing is, so many people make a living off of YouTube, or rely on YouTube's monetization to make money in order to make better content for YouTube. And if you cut that,
you cut their livelihood. And you could seriously end up having a person who can't pay their rent.
You remember what happened to MySpace?
Don't let that happen to YouTube.